I say bukkake, you can write off posting on social media. Facebook is Facebook is a lot of old people. It's like your old teachers and shit.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
friends with a lot of old teachers. But I don't know, bukkake is sort of a funny word. It's funny enough. Like if you searched, we're talking about posting porn searches to social media by accident.
Yeah, just like that. I had so it's so funny because those are like two bits. Like when I did a show in Atlanta, there was a kid that had. I think it's ironically the boyfriend of that girl I was mentioning earlier, but like but he has a joke about bukkake where it's like it just means splash in Japanese. Yeah, which is funny. It's super funny. Good. And he was I think he was on like water parks. You know, it's like You know, like you want to go to the splash show? No, I don't. You know, like something. But the status was basically the kid was had like several windows open on his phone. He was looking up, like he had Facebook. He was just scrolling through Facebook. Then he's like, I guess it's jerk time, you know. And he accidentally, like I guess, double finger. I don't know. I've done it before where I had one window open. I go to do the scroll to get to the next window, and I accidentally keep the one window open. So like I had like Instagram or Facebook open, and I'll scroll to go to Instagram, but I accidentally tapped Facebook again, and that's what he did. So he thought he was typing up Pornhub or whatever. And he posted to his Facebook as a status the category that he was, and I think it was bukkake or something. Something it was. See, he said it was something gross and like just full of jizz, you know. So it was.
That's what it was, full of jizz.
Full of jizz. Yeah, bukkake. Like you said, bukkake. You could explain away.
It almost sounds like a wacky, funny word. Like I know it's it's a porn term, but.
Yeah,
it's like cowabunga.
Yeah.
One of the Ninja Turtles should have said bukkake.
Oh yeah,
Donatello. Bukkake,
dude.
Bukkake, dude. Let's eat some pizza and bukkake.
It does sound like almost like an Italian adage.
It does, like some sort of
gobbledygoo bukkake.
Yeah. Like a cheese appetizer.
It does.
A burrata inside a bukkake. We're talking love.
Yeah, foolish love.
Foolish love.
There's a lot of that.
It is, yeah. It's what makes the world go round, I'd say.
Honestly, in a weird way, love is foolish. Like,
yeah,
it's a huge chance you're taking. You know,
it is. It's like because you're deciding to, especially like if you're like in love or you're in a relationship. Yeah. You're deciding to not pursue everyone else in the world to be with one person.
Yeah.
But the reward of that is all the stuff a relationship brings.
Yeah.
Is that good?
I mean, if you actually get the relationship, or in my case, it's me not looking at anybody else and pursuing a person, and then finding out they're either taken or not interested, or like that's foolish. Like, yeah, because like
that's the other side of it. It's like because there has to be like a what is it, a bell curve, like when it goes up and then comes down.
Yeah.
Of like finding a mate, right?
Yeah.
Because if you wait too long, or depending on your status, I feel like you could be an old dude.
Yeah.
And if you got a bunch of money, or if you're
but I'm not a
like
rich
a
old
senator
dude.
or something.
I'm a fucking.
Are you a senator?
I'm a 36-year-old stand-up comedian / gig economy worker.
So you're rich?
Fuck no. my stock is plummeting at an alarming rate.
5-year forecast.
I'm not tall. I'm chubby. I'm not traditionally handsome by any means.
You're multi-ethnic though. That's in right now.
I wish I was multi-ethnic in the right areas. Yeah,
like you look like a white guy.
Yeah, I got Puerto Rican balls and a white dude dick,
and a white everything else.
yeah. Only my balls are a Pornhub category that you would look up. You know, that's terrible. Okay, that's weird. This is
extra large balls.
Balls are stupid. Yeah,
just under average penis.
It does the trick, you know. If you
no, I'm kidding. Yeah, wide mouth Gatorade.
Oh,
we addressed that.
For those listening.
Yeah. If you want to refresh your memory,
No, we'll skip
take
over
the male listeners at home, male fools.
Oh yeah.
You should take the Marcus Crespo
Gatorade
penis-sized Gatorade test.
The Gatorade test. If your dick can fit inside the mouth of a Gatorade bottle, then just hope that you're good at eating pussy.
It's his over under. The old one used to be a
Campbell soup can. Those guys back in 1942.
No, it was the toilet paper roll.
Oh, I mean, it's honestly roughly the same size.
Oh yeah,
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've done both.
Yeah.
The toilet paper roll, I think is
it's probably a little smaller.
The toilet paper roll?
I don't know.
Now I'm gonna do it.
That's the only one I've tested.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna test it with a paper towel roll now. See what's up. Yeah. Just next thing you know, I get fucking.
Take a screenshot of yourself.
Oh yeah. This is gonna turn to me saying a dick pic.
Marcus will send you money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, my friend Alex, the young lady I met at MegaCon, actually listens to the episode where the first one where like, if you listen to this, I'll send you money.
Yeah.
She listened to it. She messaged me.
Oh,
she
really?
didn't screenshot it. She's like, "Don't worry about sending you money," but I just want to give her a shout out, basically.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, but yeah. I'm probably gonna send it to her anyway. I'm gonna finagle and get But I was just like, what? I thought it was cool. It was cool, because like, you're like, who's listening to this? But
$10 would get you like a month of Netflix. You're like,
yeah, dude.
Let's watch Netflix together for a month. What's her name? Alex?
Alex, yeah.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah, man. She's cool. She's cool people, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
She likes to send me pictures of her pets and stuff.
Oh, is that slang for
No.
her sweater puppies?
No, it's her kitty. Her actual cat.
Hey-o.
Hey-o.
Oh.
Yeah. But no, what the fuck were we talking about?
I don't know. Love?
Oh, yeah, love. Dude,
Finding love. Yeah. So waiting too long. I feel like women would worry about that a little more than men. Because they say men get better looking as we age. I don't find that to be true.
I don't either.
Yeah,
I'm fucking aging like a fucking avocado left in a driveway or something. It's not good.
Yeah, just a brown banana in the sun.
Yeah, I need to do some cardio or something. Not cardio, just calisthenics or something.
Yeah.
Yoga. I want to go for like a leaner build. I got a big fucking Samoan build. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I got a short stature frame, so it just all compiles.
But you have a ton of energy, which is good.
I think that's only going to keep me alive, honestly. The
Yeah.
fact that if it wasn't for like gummy vitamins and the fact that I sweat like a fucking demon when I perform and do anything, I think I would
too.
Oh, and I drink a lot of water. I always have a bottle of water when I come over. Honestly, if it wasn't for those three things, I would be 700 pounds and dead. Just they would have to cut my body in like quarters.
You get fat growing out of the coffin.
Oh, dude, yeah. No, they would just have to do that. What's eating Gilbert Grape's mom thing, where they just keep me in the house and burn the house down. Fucking yeah. But yeah, I mean, love is a foolish endeavor. It's brave. A lot of people don't realize how brave it is to just like, especially when you're not a good looking person. It's easy when you're attractive. But I've seen attractive people like hit on people and then get turned down, and it fucks their world up.
Oh yeah,
it's like what? Yeah, it shocks their system.
Especially an attractive girl. If you ever have an attractive girl flirt with you, like a post show or something, and then you just be like, kind of brush them off. They'll try twice as hard.
It's strange, but it's true. Like some of it is like
it's just that human thing of like you want what you can't have.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, and there's a power dynamic when you're like an entertainer of any sort, But for me, it's hard for me to get into it. It's like when I go to a strip club, I don't like transactional love. I'm not a big fan of that. Me personally,
a strip club,
like just transactional love in general. I don't like the idea of prostitutes. For me, I don't like the idea of strippers. My thing is like I love it. I like intimacy. I'm a weird dude. That's probably why my kill count's so small. It's like if I was just into just plowing bitches, if I was just into plowing and leaving, I mean, I probably would have like huge numbers, like Wilt Chamberlain. I wouldn't say about that, but like just
you haven't done a little of both.
Huh?
You haven't done a little of both?
No.
Um,
I'm in single digit numbers, bro.
oh, okay.
Like I could probably fit on one hand how many people I fucked.
That's fine though.
Yeah, I mean, sort of.
CJ, our buddy CJ.
Oh, that
Couch.
He's like triple digits, bro.
Well, he's a gorgeous man. But he has a great theory about sexual ceiling.
What's that?
And full credit to CJ. We have to have him on sometime. We'll get more mics. Have guests.
Yeah, man.
Guest fools. But he said everybody has a sexual ceiling in which you have a certain number that you hit. That's like the number of people you have sex with, and then you just don't care anymore. And then you usually will try to seek out something more meaningful.
Oh, okay.
And it's like men especially.
Yeah.
Where if you hear like the Patrice O'Neill bit, it's like men have to womanize a little bit, and it's like it's like it gets it out of your system. Where it's like because men like to hunt and they like to chase down and try to like.
Oh yeah, and also the theory like of flirting too. Like when you're in a relationship, it's like if you don't smell fish on me, then you don't think I can hunt.
Yeah, yeah.
You know that whole thing with the bear and the salmon or whatever.
Yeah. So many good ones.
Yeah, God, there's so many good metaphors in there.
But yeah, it's like they. I think that's true. It's true of women too. You know.
Yeah,
but I think just probably more advanced than us.
But yeah, I think that's what bums me out though. Is like I want like a relationship. Like I like the idea. I like companionship. I like intimacy. I'm unlike a lot of guys in that manner.
Yeah.
Or I'm unlike the stereotypical archetype of what men want in a relationship. Usually the thought is like men want like a fuck buddy who they hang out with occasionally, that type of thing. Yeah. But honestly, I think more men want what I want, and it's just like I think
connection.
Yeah, I honestly, I think society kind of like forces men to abandon like that thought because it's not deemed manly.
Yeah,
you know
I know.
mean?
Yeah,
it's
I know.
like,
I suffer. I feel like I suffer from that. My girlfriend always says I'm not romantic enough, or I don't express feelings enough.
Yeah,
and I'm like. I'm like I was raised in the Northeast, and in like the time frame that we were all raised, you know.
Yeah.
It was like I was raised not to express feelings.
Yeah, and see, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. I'm a very romantic guy. I was raised with I'm like cards, candy, teddy bears, flowers, poetry guy.
I'm thoughtful like that.
You know, but then I've been in relationships or even pursued.
Can you put string together words of how you feel?
What, like in like a poem or just like
no to
verbal?
A girl?
Yeah, I mean, it depends. I mean,
I could write a card. I could write a.
It's hard for me to verbalize it.
I can't verbalize it.
Well, also, I think the thing about verbalization when it comes to those type of feelings, those intense feelings, is then you're looking at someone and you're reading their facial expressions and their reactions to what you're saying.
Yeah.
So like it's like it's like when you're doing a joke about something personal. Yeah. And then no one laughs, then it hurts more because it's like, oh, you don't like me now. You don't like, it's not, before it was just jokes and yuck and whatever. That's fine. You didn't like the joke, that's fine. You're allowed your opinion. But now it's personal.
Yeah.
And so that's what it's hard to verbalize sometimes, feelings that you have. I mean, arguments are sometimes that same way. Like when you're like upset about something, you're talking to someone, and then I'm the type sometimes where like I'm really passionate about something, and I'm talking to someone I care about. Like me and my ex had this all the time, where it was vice versa. It was like she would be upset about something, and I'll just like whatever, and then she'd be like, "What the fuck," you know, and then I would do the same thing. We were very volatile in that way. We were very emotional. You know, we're raised, and so sometimes it's tough, like when you're verbalizing, because especially for men to verbalize feelings, things like that for other people, and like next thing you know, you're like, all right, I'm gonna put myself out there, and you're like, I love you, and I think you're better than fucking pizza, you know, or something like you're trying to be sweet.
That's a good line. I gotta use that.
And then, we think it's a good line, but then she's looking at me like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is wrong?
And then I'm
you?
like, well, I feel like a piece of shit. Now I'm gonna drive up the Buckman Bridge, you know, like.
Yeah, no, I feel like anytime I do put myself out there, Kelly makes fun of me.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I used to deal with that, but then
she calls me offensive things.
Oh shit! But I mean, I don't know, man. It's weird because then at the same time, there's like little things like that like where you get poked, like just getting poked fun at for little stupid things.
Yeah.
Like the things that I used to get so upset about in a relationship. Now that I've been single for a long time, I'm like, oh man, I would love to just like open myself up and then get fucking shit on. I miss those days. You know what I mean? Like
it is a good. I would say that for relationship advice, talking shit to each other and like making fun of each other,
yeah,
I think is a very powerful relationship tool.
Yeah,
because it allows you to like get out.
Microaggressions.
Yeah, you could like communicate stuff that irritates you, but you could do it in a funny way.
Yeah,
and like that's good. I think it helps a little bit.
It's like an air valve where you release some air before things blow up.
Yeah,
type of thing.
Absolutely.
I think that it's true. It's true. I think one of my biggest flaws in my last relationship was like I was with her for like 10 years.
10 years.
10 years, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, and so when people are like, "Why didn't you get married?" Well, initially she didn't want to. She didn't. Her idea was like.
What were your age? So what was it, like early 20s to early 30s?
No. I met her. She was young. I was like.
Hang on, we're recording this.
No, not like that young. Yeah, good point. She was
You're
like.
You're gonna be like that Jimmy
Snuka?
Jimmy Savile.
Oh,
Jimmy Savile, the guy from England.
Oh,
he
shit.
was like a radio guy.
Oh, fuck.
And a pedophile.
No, she wasn't like young like that. She was.
I know.
It was like just a couple years different. I was at high school. She was still in high school. That's
okay.
But like she was like I think she was like a junior, and I think I was like,
30.
No, I mean we're technically like only like 2.5 years apart.
Yeah,
but she was like born later months, so she had to start the next school year, that type of thing.
Totally.
But like so we were together for 10 years. So all of my 20s were in a relationship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with her. And so like that's another thing that's kind of weird for me. It's like all those like early I didn't go to college. I worked right out of high school. I had a job where like I was making good money, and then when I lost that job, I just kept working. I didn't go back to school because like I was paying for my school, so she was going to school. That was another thing. It was like if we're talking engagement and stuff like that, it was going to be after she got like at least her AA or something like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, so that was the thing. Like I was going to keep working regardless. You know, like because my dad was like the breadwinner in my family. It was just one of those the thing I was used to, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And but yeah, there was like one like things like poking fun at. Like I used to take things way too seriously, and but she also took a little, almost too much joy in like poking the bear.
Yeah, women will do that too.
Yeah. And it's
you gotta like you gotta fight back. They like when you fight back.
Yeah, well, depending on how much fight you fight back.
Not like fight for real back, but I mean.
Oh no! I'm talking verbal. I'm talking verbal too.
Yeah.
Like they they want some fight back, but like sometimes they'll push and it's like, come on, man. There's only so much I can take as a human being before I get upset. Like that's how she was. But also, we were both young. Like that's the thing. I'm looking back now. Is like okay, and so like the things you do. A lot of people do dumb things for love. I mean, I've seen. There's stories for days on Investigation ID about people murdering.
Oh yeah,
murdering other people.
Who did I marry and like all that shit.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's all true crime. It like 90% of it comes back. It's the husband or like it's always the guy in the relationship or an ex guy. It's always. Whatever the story is, it's just whoever the guy in the stories. If he's not dead on the floor, then he's probably the killer. You know?
And it's so weird though. One of the things I'm learning, and I didn't realize this also, was like, and a lot of people don't, like sometimes you just fall for someone. You fall for someone, like where you block off the world, and it's that person's the only one that matters. And I do it all the time, but I'm learning now. I have to because I've been falling for a lot of people that are not interested in me and romantically. Yeah, that type of thing. So now, because I'm trying to open my mind to like, I can't just like, even like once that boundary is set or whatever the case is, like you got to start looking elsewhere. You know? And so I psychoanalyze movies way more. Way more. Like, there's so many movies where, like, why is this? Okay, I get love, I understand it, but this plot line's stupid. If that person just went to therapy one time or like read an affirmation on on a book, like, dude, it's
like the extent people will go to make it work.
Oh my god, like let's see, well, first of all, Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, fucking really, like. Wasn't there like a huge age difference too?
I think in the actual story, he's like a ripe 24 and she's like 11 or something. No, I don't know.
Oh.
It's something like they're both like he's like 13 and she's 9, or they're both young.
Yeah,
I remember hearing the ages sometime and being like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, Romeo and Juliet." Like about like they're like whatever. They're like 13 and 14 or something.
Yeah, they're young as shit.
They're young. And it's like
they were both young. I thought there was like a big age difference or something.
He's 42 and like, she's 15.
Romeo, wherefore out there? I'm back up here. My back's
It was just
me.
like To Catch a Predator back in like olden times.
Chris Hansen comes out and fucking
people are still
tights.
Like, people are still glued. Romeo, why don't you have a seat?
Yeah, and then they fucking killed themselves with poison. No,
one of them fakes being dead.
Okay, she took a potion.
Yeah,
and it like knocked her out.
Yeah, like basically. Knock her out.
So basically, she took a roofie, right? Yeah, and it knocked her out. And
she took a Quaalude and and just had a cool couple of nights.
Yeah,
and then Romeo wakes up, I guess. I don't know the story. I don't read Shakespeare.
Oh, I know what it was. Yeah, okay. So so basically, she takes something like a Quaalude, has a nice little trip.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Oh fuck, she dead," and then like he ended up killing himself.
He does he stab
No.
himself?
No. I think he poisoned himself.
I hope there's someone listening to this.
Yeah.
At some point
who's just losing their fucking mind. What the fuck?
It's the most elementary Shakespeare story. Yeah. Romeo and Juliet. There was a Leonardo DiCaprio movie. I still don't know what happened.
Oh, I watched that too. That soundtrack.
Was
dope.
Back in
Soundtrack was dope. Dude.
It was in the 90s.
Yeah.
Jamie Kennedy.
Jamie Kennedy.
And John Leguizamo.
Claire Danes.
I bite my thumb at thee, sir. That's all I remember. Biting your thumb means fuck you.
And I curse all their houses. Yeah, I don't know why I remember that too. No, but like, yeah, I think then he poisoned himself. Then she came out of her trip, and she's like, "Oh no!"
She's like, "Oh, he's dead."
Stab, and then I think she stabbed herself.
I think so. Yeah, someone stabbed.
Yeah, someone. Yeah, so right now someone's like, "Oh." Alex is probably like, "What the fuck?" Yeah,
that'll be. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, I guess it's less important now, but I mean, back in time, like mergings of families was probably considered.
What's that?
Like merging families, because people who fall in love, like the families come together. You know?
Oh yeah.
So they do. Some cultures do arranged marriages, and then some people, it's got to be really hard if they hate each other.
Yeah. I mean, also, one thing about like Western culture, like American society, is and this is not allowed in other cultures, is like the try it before you buy it thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, now
what? Before you buy it.
Try it before you buy it, man. Like I mean, like Western culture years ago was very biblical based, but now it's just kind of like, nah, man, you gotta see how that is that a compatible dick for my vagina? Like, yeah, it's like there's a lot of that. Like, I think that's why there was like a lot of ancient lore type of stories where it was like arranged marriages, or like the king was like, I want her, and then they're like, you're his now. Like, and then it was a lot of stories of like infidelity, and then like was it King Henry just killing all of his wives?
I think a lot of kings killed people. They would have sex with them and then kill them.
Well, it was also like they were the women were like forced into these marriages.
We should do a history podcast where we just loosely talk about events.
Oh yeah, very loosely.
No specific detail.
Yeah, just people just losing
piss
their
people
shit.
off.
What the fuck?
Loose history with
I think it was King Henry VIII. He went through I think he had like 13 wives or something like that, and they all were murdered.
Oh,
yeah,
dang.
Yeah, it was like, and so but that was common though. It was like basically they would be force fed these women like, here, come here, you're my wife now.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I don't like you. I'm not attracted to you. You
all
smell
those
funny.
Doughy, short-haired women back then.
Yeah,
like in paintings.
Yeah, it was Mona Lisa. I love the fact.
Teardrop boobs.
Yeah. Oh, the nice '70s porn star boobs.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah,
dude. Those are dope. Those are like those post orangutan birth titties. You know?
Yeah.
That's such a weird example. Yeah.
Byzantine tits.
Oh, Byzantine breasts. That's what the B stands for. B cup. Byzantine.
There's another story, a famous story. I think it was called The Mirror or The Hairnet or some kind of bullshit. I don't know, something. And it's a love story, famous literature, short story. And it's like a couple or some kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they each like separately sell their own possessions trying to get money for the other one.
Yeah.
And then they do all that, and the gift they get for each other, the other one can't use because of all the shit they got rid of. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh shit.
That's like a classic story. It's called like the it's an item. It's like an item. The title. I want to say The Mirror, but it's probably not that.
I gotta check that out.
It's but it's a good. I mean, it's a well-written story.
You said it was the hair den. All I can think of was the lunch
I'm
lady.
Just kidding, yeah.
Would you want
it's
more
called
chapter?
Lunch Lady Land.
Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe. Yeah.
So no, it's like I forget what it is, but it's some story. But it's like same thing. It's like with love, make you do stupid things.
Oh yeah. The Bible. I mean, go Adam and Eve.
I never read the Bible.
Okay. I mean, it's. I mean, you at this point, like, you don't even have to have read the Bible to know.
I know
the
a bunch of the
about,
stories. Yeah.
About like especially about Adam and Eve. But it's just the whole like, she convinced him to eat this apple. Like that's like the
if anything in the Bible is true is a woman being like, well, let's just get it.
Yeah,
let's just go just tonight. You know,
why don't you try it?
Why don't you try it? Let's get it.
Yeah, because I'm honestly like that was if there was ever like a plus side about my ex,
the apple for us in our house is like Chili's takeout.
The world's cast in sin because of 2 for $20 Chili's to go.
God damn you, 2 for $25.
Damn you honey barbecue crispers, you know.
Damn you, dry rub ribs. Oh no, yeah, it's true though. That's a very womanly thing to be like, let's eat it. Come on, you eat it. You take a bite, and then I'll take a bite. I'll have some of your bite.
Yeah, that's. I mean, honestly, my past relationship, I think that was one of the most beneficial things. Was she got me to try? Like, I'm a. You know about this, about the sauces and things I don't eat. Like, she got me to try a lot of things. Like, if it wasn't for her, I would never try sushi.
Yeah,
I love sushi. You know. I mean, so that's a weird.
Sushi's a good gateway food into like. Is if you like sushi, imagine all the things that are so good that include saucy things.
I don't like sauce stuff on sushi though.
Well, no, you don't have to.
I mean,
but I mean saucy other things.
Oh, okay. Oh. Wait, are we going? Are we on the same page, or am I just being? I don't know. I think I'm just being a goddamn pervert. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was talking. I was.
You were actually talking about culinary things. I was
yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I was food nerding out. Shit. I think that's a good portion of a relationship is like figuring out what to eat together. You know, like what do you want to eat is a huge that's like 40% of a relationship.
Honestly,
and then the other
that sounds like an exaggeration, but it's not.
It's not. And then relationship is like all compromises, you know? It's like you back and forth and where you're both happy. Or a good compromise is when you're both miserable. That's what the saying goes. But I think it is meals. What do you want to watch on TV?
Yeah.
And then What else?
Recreational stuff, and then sex.
Yeah.
And then somewhere along the line,
that's a lot of like pestering.
Somewhere along the line is like communication.
Yeah.
Like proper communication.
That
communicating
makes the whole wheel go round.
Yeah. But even then, all those are just aspects of communication. It's like,
yeah.
Are you hungry? Yes. What do you want to eat? This.
I don't know.
That's how it should go. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the other person should be like, well, I'm also down for that. Let's go get that. That's how. Or like, I'm not in the mood for that. Maybe this suggestion, and that person could be like, okay. Yeah, that should be the.
But
compromise.
how it always goes is, I'm hungry. What do you want to eat? And then you say, pizza, and they'll go, nah. They go, well, Chinese food? Nah. So what you got to do, you got to come up with 5 ideas and then have them narrow it down to 3 of those 5.
Yeah.
And then you pick one of those 3.
Dude, I saw a TikTok. Fuck, it was a genius idea. And it was...
we should start an app where you... pick what the people are going to eat.
No, there was this guy came up with this idea. I forgot what I'm trying to remember the idea. It was like basically it was like a he goes, hey, I like he basically made it a game or something like that. He made it a game. He's like, I picked up Chinese food for tonight, and then like, but if you can guess, man, I'm fucking this all up, man. I gotta find that TikTok, dude. It was a really good idea where it's like, where he basically was like, hey, $5 if you can guess what I picked up for dinner tonight, and then the first suggestion is what she wants, and then that's what you go pick up.
Oh,
yeah, or something like it was something along the lines of that. It's like, yeah, it was like
so you have two girls in that scenario, right? You have one, the girl who will enthusiastically say what they want.
Yeah.
And then the other girl is the girl who will begrudgingly say what she thinks you are going to want.
Oh, God damn it. Yeah, you're right.
You all forget about that girl?
Yeah, I forgot about that girl.
Power to strong female.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something
They're
along the lines of
that.
It was something
Yeah,
it was something along the lines of that where he basically
that
made
is
her
a good
guess.
idea, though.
Huh?
That is a good idea.
Yeah,
I do like that.
For most women. I think there's
it's
a
like,
percentage.
Yeah, whenever I'm asked a question by my girlfriend, this or this, I don't even pay attention. I just select the first thing she mentioned out of the 2 pair.
Oh, okay.
Because psychologically, people typically will list the first thing, thing that they want first out of the 2.
Yeah.
That's just like...
I think that was
like
somewhere along the lines of what he was mentioning.
Similar principle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you're in a relationship...
Yeah.
And you get, say, this or this, choice A, I say.
Choice A, yeah.
Choice A, I say.
Yeah, the first instinct. That's a good one. Yeah, then there's just like people that are just dumb.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I always consider myself a Forrest Gump of love.
Yeah,
it's just where I'm just.
Forrest Gump was an idiot.
He was a real actual idiot, and then honestly, that's why he was. What he had, IQ of 75 or some shit like that.
Something.
Yeah, and honestly, I've always considered myself a Forrest Gump of love. It's like, you know, just getting strung along consistently. Because, you know, strung like.
But you're in such a long relationship. So has this happened with other girls?
What?
Getting strung along.
Honestly, even in that relationship, I mean, I got like cheated on a bunch in that relationship.
Oh,
and I was
really?
like naive to it. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
it was
that.
like, it was one of those like where we fought and then like, let's take a break. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. We need to take a break. Cool down.
Yeah.
And then her taking a break was just like getting plowed by other dudes. You know? Yeah.
It's painful.
Yeah. It was, I didn't know that until many years later. You know?
Oh.
Yeah. And she would also lie about it and stuff. You know? Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, basically,
This is a personal Fools.
Yeah, it's got real personal. Well, I mean, no, there's other people. There's other people like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
certainly.
Some people.
That's very common.
Some people get
like.
strung along in a 10-year relationship and it's like, let's take a bunch of breaks. Or some people fall in love with a child molested crackhead who gets AIDS and comes back when you're rich. You know, Jenna. Fucking.
Is that real? Is that a specific thing?
Well, she was a heroin addict.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I don't know if you remember Forrest Gump. I love that movie, but like,
oh, Jenny, yeah,
yeah, she was. So
it was heroin, yeah.
Yeah, it was heroin, and then like
the balcony scene with
with Leonard Skinner, Freebird. It's the bird you cannot. Yeah,
she's on a railing in high heels.
Yeah, that was a metaphor for all the rails that she was doing and getting done to her. Like.
I'm sorry I ruined your Black Panther party. That's the best.
Forrest fucking Gump. I remember
Alabama.
Maybe you should go. Yeah, Greenbow, Alabama. And what I love about it is none of that was filmed in Alabama.
Oh, really?
No.
I didn't know that.
The Forrest Gump farmhouse was in Georgia.
Oh.
And so most of it was filmed in Georgia and South
Savannah,
Carolina.
right?
Yeah.
A lot of
Savannah. And then just north of Savannah, and then also into South Carolina, Low Country.
Yeah,
it pretty much doubles up as like what Mississippi and Alabama would look like in in those like marshy swamp kind of areas and stuff like that.
That's cool looking. It's cool looking. It looks so old and like historic.
Yeah,
we drove through from Williamsburg, Virginia, back to Raleigh, but we drove like back roads through like eastern North Carolina.
Yeah.
And eastern Virginia.
Yeah.
And it looks like you're traveling in like the 1700s. There's like cotton fields and farmhouses and
that blew my fucking mind the first time I saw a real cotton field.
A real cotton field, right?
Yeah. I pulled over and started picking cotton.
I wanted to, but I was nervous.
Well, this particular cotton field didn't have like a barrier gate.
This one didn't either. It was right there.
Oh yeah, it was like off the side of the road.
Yeah.
So I pulled over. We were all in a van, and so I wasn't driving. I said I pulled over, but like I was like, "Can we pull over?" And I pulled over. We were in a place called Phoenix City, Alabama.
Oh.
So this was my high school sweetheart, and so I was with her and her family. It was interesting. So we pulled over, and I just started picking cotton. And I was like, what the fuck? Why am I picking cotton? But I wanted to see what raw cotton felt like.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, first of all, it kind of sucks. It's like it's kind of like rough on the fingers and stuff. So, but it was just like, it was weird. You know, the weird thing is like, I got oddly emotional doing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, because it's just like I got hit with like, I don't know, it was like centuries of people.
The history of it, yeah.
Yeah, it was very weird. It was very weird. Plus,
it is weird. Yeah, it is like, it's strange seeing a cotton field because like the branches of it are so dark and then the cotton is bright white. And so a field of it is beautiful.
Yeah.
But what it represents is like horrific. So it's like, it's that contrast. It's a weird feel. It's weird.
Yeah. So, I mean, my thing is like who picks it now? I think they have machines that do it, but like.
Yeah, they're doing the cotton gin. Do they still have a gin?
I don't know. Fuck, I don't.
That's what the cotton gin is, though, right?
Yeah.
Because it would pick the cotton for people, right?
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my thing is like, how would they get some of the areas where cotton was growing? I'm like, how would they even get an industrial machine here? It has to be picked.
I don't know.
Yeah, because like this stretch of land that I saw was like, it was just like, there's no way to get even like a lawnmower. Like a riding lawnmower here.
Yeah.
Like it was like hilly and like it was weird. It was weird. It blew my mind that it was even growing there because it looked like it was growing on granite. Like it was like the road was here. It was like an embankment or like a shoulder. Then it went up like a granite wall, and then the cotton was growing, and there was no fence or barrier or any of that stuff.
Huh.
So I just went to that little granite wall and just started picking pieces of cotton. And then I hopped up on there, and because I just wanted to, I'm picking cotton. And then I was like,
you weaved a T-shirt.
I made a macrame sweater.
Do you remember Fruit of the Loom? You know Fruit of the Loom brand?
Yeah.
Do you remember their logo having a cornucopia?
I always thought there was. Is that one of those? What's it called?
The Mandela effect.
Yeah,
I was
like
just
the
reading about
Berenstein
this.
Bears and the Berenstain Bears.
Yeah. I was reading about it the other day on the internet, and I guess that's another example of it. And I feel like I do remember a cornucopia on a Fruit of the Loom, and they're saying there never was, and that's blowing my mind.
Okay, this is gonna take a side rail into like some weird conspiracy theory. I believe in like alternate universes.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I have some pretty not far fetched, but some pretty interesting ideas.
Let's hear it. Let's
well, first of all,
you
ever daydream? You ever daydream about yourself?
Yeah.
Like you ever let's say you're driving over a bridge and you have a dream like where you're like you vividly imagine you just driving over that bridge.
Yeah.
Well, I think when you daydream, it's you connecting with an alternate universe you that's happening to. So yeah, so like, I just think there's like wormholes into other areas, like so I think there's just like this. I mean, because the universe is so vast, you know.
Yeah.
So like, I think there's hundreds of Earths, you know, hundreds of Earth.
So you believe in like a multiverse kind of thing. So you feel like yourself is doing a bunch of different things in all these different universes,
and I think we're somehow connected.
It is strange how simple choices could really like alter your life completely.
Yeah, the whole butterfly effect and stuff.
Yeah. Very small things, and then it is weird. Like, yeah, you could. Yeah, I think it would be fun. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, like I mean, I have like daydreams of where like I'm way famous, and I think in another planet or another in another reality. I am famous, and then there's several versions of me that are already dead, like long dead.
You watched them live out their time.
Yeah, I had this is gonna sound wackadoo, but like I had like a weird, vivid daydream where I was like an eightsome. It was like 7 women and me just going
like
at
a harem,
and I died while fucking. So there's like an alternate version of me that just died in the best way possible, just stroking out to death.
That's great.
Yeah, it's like stroking out, but not like that terrible way.
Hopefully, you got to live that life for a little while before you died.
I don't know. But my thing is like, I'm not sure what happens after. Because like, another thing is like, I've talked to some friends about like energy and like how sometimes like when people going back to the theme of love, some people when you meet some people, that's why you connect with them because your energies connect, like your vibrations.
Yeah, there's definitely something to that.
Yeah, so like your vibrational patterns match. So and that's why sometimes people fall out of love because their vibrational patterns like. Yeah, I talked to like several people about it, about this. It's interesting, but like it makes sense. And so like, I think it's just our energy. So I think like let's say like we're alive, so our vibrations, our energy vibrations are like this. But when we die, like it stops, but it just transfers to another person or realm or whatever. Fucking weird.
Well, yeah, there's like the that whole like principle of like energy cannot be destroyed or whatever.
Yeah,
that's like metaphysics.
It cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred or something.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean,
that'd be cool. Maybe you become like a bird or something.
Yeah. I just become a Nelly Furtado song. I'm like a bird.
You just become a gold record that hangs on someone's wall.
I mean,
sucks.
That vibrational thing makes sense though, because like
it definitely you feel. I feel like that is true of like you could pick up on that of like people you meet, and it's especially true with like relationships. But even like you just meet someone like in public or whatever, and you're like you kind of like connect with them, like it feels like that, like a like a syncing of like some sort of
it's my thing. It sucks though because like,
but maybe that's just maybe that's just like a trick. Maybe that's just a psychological trick.
I'm starting to think that too. to some extent, because like there's a
A
lot of
of
people
the hippy dippy bullshit you could explain away with like near science facts, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I love. Like I love like a pent up angry scientist would be like, "It's not energy, you dick. It's it's just mad."
Yeah, I mean, but that makes sense though, because like just people I've met, like I've met a bunch of like ladies and stuff where it's like I meet them like, all right, this is cool, and it feels like there's a connection.
Yeah,
And it's either there wasn't a connection, or their energies quickly didn't match mine. You know, they were like, he's not 6'4",
Yeah.
whatever. Like, I don't know what it is, but very weird. You know, what other movies? Oh, there's like Titanic. Would you die? Would you die? Would you die for someone?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
We are recording. I feel like I'm putting you under the gun.
No, I think yeah, I feel like you got a Titanic. You gotta like if there's only I feel like I would be like, let's both get on this door somehow. You
Yeah.
know? I'd be like, I'm gonna get on the door and you get on top of me.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Logic. I mean, I don't know.
You figure that door out.
Yeah. It's very
I'm pretty
weird.
sure the water was cold. Not during filming. I think that water was warm, but like the real Titanic, I'm pretty sure it was cold.
Oh,
like,
it was super
real
cold.
cold.
It was super cold. It was like, I mean, it was icebergs and shit. So
Yeah.
I mean, but they were like loose, so it could. I mean, global warming even in 1912. You know. Yeah. Fucking there was a polar bear just like, what the fuck? No one gives a shit about me.
He's floating by.
He's just like, he sees the ship. He's like warning him.
He's drinking Coca-Cola.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess there's been some circumstances. I mean, when I worked the mall, like I realized how much of a fucking maniac I was. So I could probably see.
Yeah, you probably saw a ton of young, like high school, like and like young kids, because when they're like wildly in love, like you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because their hormones are fucking out of whack and shit. I mean,
yeah,
I've saw young love.
You probably saw a lot of. I know. Yeah, I remember you saying. But you probably saw. Did you see any good breakups?
Depends on what your definition of good is. If it's like, oh, this is a train wreck about to happen.
Yeah, like loud.
Oh, I saw some beautiful ones then. I saw some hearts getting broken in live in real time.
It's like high school heartbreak.
Ooh,
that's
the
serious
worst
stuff.
Oh, getting broken up by Sparrow Pizza. That's fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cheese and pepperoni was out, so they only had a deluxe slice left, and you just took it.
Oh fuck!
You're picking off.
Yeah. I've seen. Oh man, that was
the olives.
That was the beauty of being the camera operator. There was bad times. I'll tell you about a couple of those in prior episodes. You know, having to watch that dude jerk off or whatever.
Yeah.
And then that young couple or whatever. But then it was my favorite thing was when it was like a night where it just happened to be dead. There was like a lot of stuff going on in the city, so the mall was kind of dead. You know, it was like a football game or a bunch of whatever shit was going on. And I would just scan and people watch. And it was like my favorite thing. It was like, oh shit, they're barely holding hands. They got their pinkies and his mind is somewhere else and she doesn't look happy. What the fuck? And they sit down and they start talking and then they do that like that weird that the argument face, the young love argument face. And then one of them abruptly gets up, and then you see the other person just like put their head down, or immediately start crying. I saw a couple of them, and food court was the favorite one. Was like,
yeah, you gotta get broken up in the food court.
Food court, man. That's
toss a tray.
That's where you. Oh, I've seen a couple of those.
Yeah,
I've seen 2 or 3 drink.
Do
on
you
the
know the
head.
pretzel place?
Which one?
The name, the pretzel, the
Auntie Anne's.
What?
Auntie Anne's.
Yeah,
yeah. Because we had Auntie Anne's. We had Pretzel Twister. We had
Auntie Anne's.
Yeah.
I did not know it was named that until like a week ago, and it was on Taste Buds, and they did that versus Cinnabon. And
you didn't know it was named Auntie Anne's?
I thought it was called Annie Anne's. I thought it was ANNIE. Annie, and I thought it was like a full name, Annie Ann's.
Well, I think you probably thought it because the way people pronounce aunt versus aunt.
Yes, but the way people, it's 100% pronunciation error.
Yeah.
I never really like looked at the sign. I've seen the sign. Yeah, I could picture it's blue.
Yeah.
It's got like a pretzel in there, I think. But, and they're good. I didn't know that. It blew my mind. Sal Volcano too.
It's funny. It's funny you said that because there was actually a fight that I responded to where there was a miscommunication on the store name from the camera operator. So I was on the floor. Doing patrol, and a fight broke out, and they were like Annie Ann's, and the person had like a southern drawl too.
Yeah.
I knew exactly where to go. Well, the other guy was newer, and he was looking for Annie Ann's. He didn't know it was like Auntie Anne's, and he got lost. So it was me trying to break up three people fighting. And so like I was furious, but then I found out what happened. But like the cool thing was like I got to go ham on like three people because it was just me versus three people. So like I mean, but it was just I didn't want to because it was like
God. I wish we could get old mall footage of.
I don't even know if that exists anymore, dude. But
I'm sure not. But I mean, that'd be fun.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, and honestly, there was a lot of fights that weren't even on camera because whoever was on camera wasn't doing a great job. So by the time they got footage, it was already over. Like there wasn't anything going on, or our mall had a lot of leaks, roof leaks, and it affected the cameras. Sometimes the camera would be full of water and shit. It was like
Great.
But yeah, dude, some of my favorite ones were I've seen like the actual dramatic dumping of fucking drinks on the person.
Oh yeah,
that type of breakup, like that someone's cheating. But my favorite was just like where they're like walking and they're not even holding hands anymore. They're just walking, and then like they sit down and they're talking, and then like she does that thing where she puts her hand on yours, and then like just like I need you to look at me in the eyes. Like, this is over.
We need to talk.
And they're talking. And then she's like, and then the hand comes off. And then she walks away. Yeah. And then he's just sitting there like, like the 1,000-yard stare. And then slowly gets up and gets a plate of bourbon chicken. And then sadly eats it by himself. Those are my favorite ones.
That chicken will cure heartbreak.
Dude, that's the best meal.
And they just give it out. They're just like, eat this for free. And then you're like, man, I'll still give you money because it's amazing.
I'm probably gonna go to like the Avenues tomorrow and get some bourbon chicken.
I don't live too far from the Avenues.
No, you're real close, dude. Oh, it's so good.
I've been in there a few times. It's been a little sticky, like here and there, you know.
Like the food or like the place?
No, the Avenues in general.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Avenues used to be like the upscale mall.
I heard, yeah.
I mean, so was Regency.
Yeah,
and it's just once the town center got built up, and now they have the airport one and stuff. Once you establish like a place like the town center, and you have like upscale stores. Yeah. Once some more upscale, like they got a fucking Louis Vuitton there, like. Yeah, so once they built the Louis Vuitton in that town center, then like everyone, and then. You know, Avenues, it's cool. I mean, they still got a Hot Topic, you know.
I want to go on a Hot Topic. I haven't been in.
It's so commercialized now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's very. Oh, because I think it's owned by Disney. I think.
Oh, get out of here!
Shit you not.
Oh my god!
Yeah, because I got
a tragedy.
I got to check into it. I believe that Hot Topic is owned by Disney, and Spencer's is owned by Universal.
Goth now is like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes, no. I mean, seriously. I mean, now they're dabbling into like anime, but it's like, I mean, you can still pick up a Slipknot shirt or some shit or something.
Oh my god, that's
but
so funny.
But it's just like it's so commercialized, bro. I don't know if you've been in there. It's different. Plus, like
that's in high school. We had a Hot Topic next to a Pacific Sunwear.
Oh, dude, PacSun, bro, PacSun. Fuck, you remember Gadzooks?
Yeah,
dude.
Spencer's and.
I remember at one point in the mall in Regency, because I grew up near the Regency. That's the reason why I worked there. Yeah. And for those listening, Regency is a local to Jacksonville Mall. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure who's listening from where, but yeah. Yeah. But at one point we had Hot Topic, Gadzooks, PacSun, and Spencer's all like several stores apart from each other.
Yeah.
It was like the Bermuda Triangle of fucking emo kids. You know?
Yeah. High school. That's like high school kids special.
Yeah, I used to get all my funny T-shirts from all those places.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was like my favorite thing to get was like the ironic, funny saying phrase T-shirt. You know,
We used to go into like the girl like what is the American Eagle and like what's the other one? Abercrombie. And then we'd take like the girls' shirts, so it would say like a 90% single.
Oh,
we go in the
stretch
thing.
it out.
Yeah, put it on and come out. People now would probably hug you and throw you a party. They'll probably think you're serious. They knew we were joking back then.
Yeah, it was.
They would change. You get
I didn't even. Honestly, this is how bad it was. I didn't even feel comfortable enough to even walk into those stores.
What, Abercrombie?
Any of them. Abercrombie, American Eagle, Banana
like
Republic.
Those preppy stores.
No, I didn't, like, because I knew I wasn't going to find my size.
Yeah.
Or anything that I liked in my size. And if I did find anything in my size, it wasn't going to be cheap. You know? So I was just like, I knew, like, Gadzooks or like those places. Like, they sold the shirts I liked, which was the funny shirt. I didn't care about, like, button-ups and Henleys and all that bullshit. You know? Now I do. I mean, but, like, now I can just go to, like, Goodwill. And just find all the shirts that all those cats, you know, have in their closet. Like, why have I still got it? And you get rid of it, and they're like, I'll buy it from you, you know? But, I don't know, man. But, yeah, dude, love. Fucking love. Yeah. Love will make you drive to the mall and shop in a store that you hate, because at one point in your relationship, she said that this shirt looks good on you.
I wonder where if because the mall was like a big social thing for our people our generation growing up.
Yeah,
I wonder where young people go outdoors now, or like go to meet up. I wonder if they do that, like, or if they don't really do retail, like walking around shopping.
Yeah, I honestly, because I haven't been to like a mall in a while,
and I'd imagine kids have no interest in it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Or the kids? I mean, I think kids honestly don't really do a lot of hanging out in public
or outdoors
at all.
They just stay inside on their phone.
Yeah, they go. Yeah, or they play
video games
online.
Video games.
I had a teacher that used to pronounce it like that. Video games.
I know. I love old people pronouncing stuff. Goddamn video games.
Video games ruining society.
Yeah, I think so. Well, love, I think it's definitely. It's like, I think it brings about the most happiness and most pain for people.
Yeah, because it alters your mindset sometimes. You do a lot of things in the name of love. Hell, I'm a pro wrestling fan, and I love, pun intended. No, I love when they incorporate love into the storylines.
Yeah,
I mean, we talked about some of it during our wrestling episodes, where, like, you know, they're like they're fighting for the love of someone, and in real life they actually were too.
Yeah. Stephanie and.
But I mean, you got like I've seen storylines where they have like he could challenge for the championship, but he doesn't want to because this guy looked at his girl wrong. Now he has to issue a challenge to this guy, and it's like, what you can easily win this belt. You know, like it was such a weird thing. They were just creating storylines, but I just loved how like love was always integrated into those type of storylines.
It's like it's like, I mean, think of how many stories, like every movie, you know, it's like every movie or like every story.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Or the heroes like, man, I'm a scaredy cat and I don't like demons and ghosts. And then like a monster demon kidnaps his girl. Yeah. Mario's fucking built on love.
Yeah,
It's just an Italian plumber.
Just an Italian trying to get a princess.
Fighting fucking demon turtles.
and a Donkey Kong.
Yeah, just getting cucked by a lizard, you know, for several games, you know.
his enemy is not only is bigger and stronger than him, but he has lots of real estate. He owns several castles.
Holy shit. I didn't even think about that.
Your princess is in another castle. Another one?
Holy shit,
What
man.
are the property taxes?
Who is he? Does he own McDonald's?
Yeah.
All the damn real estate.
I like that premise. It's a fun joke premise.
I have a Mario joke premises.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, where I think Mario is racist.
Yeah?
Yeah, because like first of all, Mario started out in Donkey Kong, and so he's like, the theory I have is this is such a stretch, but the theory I have is Mario was created by a guy whose dad used to be a plumber during segregation, and then when they desegregated, and then they no longer had separate fountains, he lost work. And so that's my theory. So like the whole series of Mario is just him chasing after chasing after things of color and beating things with hammers that are brown.
What?
Like the Goombas are brown, and like Donkey Kong was a fucking like a gorilla, which is like going back to that was like a racial. God. Yeah, it's a stretch.
We have to edit this end.
That was the theory I had. Was like, and that's why he's utilizing the pipes, and like one of his powers is fire. Because the clan like to burn things. Like,
oh my god,
it's such a stretch, but
it's just I think it's a stretch.
Yeah, we might have to edit this one out.
Yeah, we'll mark it. We'll timestamp it.
Yeah, that's fucking.
We did over an hour.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what are those little mushroom things called? They're called Goombas, which sounds like a racial slur.
Well, a Goomba is an Italian racial slur.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean, no one cares. Italians don't care if you're...
Yeah. Well, damn, the Italians got a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
They got, yeah. Cause
like, Guinea, Wop, Dago, Goomba.
What was that one with a D?
Dago.
What the fuck? I'm learning. It's so weird. It's so weird. I've lived in the South my whole life.
Yeah.
And there's so many racial terms. Like, I guess it's because my mom and my dad, like, really took a painstaking effort to, like, not raise me that way. Also, because, like, I come from a multi-ethnic family. So, like, my cousins are, like, they're dark-skinned. They're black, basically. Mm-hmm. They're black and Pinot, but, like, those are my blood cousins. And, like, I look like this. So I've had to deal with, like shit all my life. So my parents painstakingly took the effort to like not indoctrinate me into knowing those terms.
Yeah.
So I get caught off guard all the time by some of the terms because some of them are so funny sounding to me.
Oh yeah.
Like was it Dago?
Dago. You ever know Celebrity Jeopardy? When they did like Will Ferrell was Alex Trebek, and then
wow, that's
they did Sean Connery. What's his name? What's his name?
Ironically, you're bringing this up right now on the day that Norm Macdonald passed away.
I know, yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. No, but yeah, him and Burt Reynolds.
Yeah. But when the guy who did Sean Connery, what the fuck's his name? He was on SNL forever. The guy
Daryl Hammond.
Daryl Hammond. I saw him do stand up in New York in sweatpants and like on some kind of drugs, but it was wild. But in Celebrity Jeopardy at one point he goes, Trebek with your Dago mustache and your greasy hair.
Oh shit! Okay,
you remember that?
Is that the same episode where he's like, what do you wager? V. Any number. He's like, V is the Roman numeral for 5. What did you wager? He's like, suck it, Trebek.
Yeah. That's one of those. Yeah, those are great.
I'll take anal bum covers.
Yeah. Dago's a fun one. I don't know what the root of that. I know WAP. WAP is without papers. That's what that stands for.
Oh, that's the original WAP. Before,
yeah. Current day WAP is WAP. Italian WAP.
Oh, without papers.
Yeah. WOP.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay. Wow. Now I'm learning the history of racial slurs.
Yeah. New York.
Where does Guinea come from then?
I don't know.
Interesting.
I gotta look that up.
I used to love. This sounds fucked up, but like I used to love when I heard.
We should do a Foolosophy of racism.
I mean, we could. I mean, it is foolish to be racist, guys. Just for the record. Just for the record.
And not the cool way that we use it sometimes. We use fool in a
It's
good,
cool to be foolish unless you're racist. Then you go fuck yourself. No, but I used to love hearing the word guinea.
Yeah.
Because I owned guinea pigs when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And so I used to refer to them. Actually, one of the guinea pigs, we just named it Guinea.
You just gave it an Italian name?
No, we just named it Guinea for short for guinea pig.
That one's named Salvatore. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Guinea is a fun one. I love we used to, in New York, a lot of people, white guys were always Italian or Irish, so we would all make fun of each other.
Oh yeah, dude. I love now it's got this idea of like a guinea pig named Tony. Like my guinea pig used to like squeak
They're
at us.
big, they're like puffy faces and
Puffy
big shoulders,
faces, yeah.
like kind of
Like, they always look like they would be sweaty under their fur.
Oh yeah.
Like
They got
honestly,
big
and
bellies.
the guinea it's got the bellies.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute.
They're practically Italian.
And then the guinea pigs we had were very vocal.
Yeah.
And so it always seemed like they were arguing, like almost like an Italian fucking construction worker arguing about could you park behind his work truck, you know? Week, 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 week.
He's got his little paws going.
Yeah.
Hey.
Week, week, week. Yeah.
Yeah. So funny. Yeah, I gotta look it up. We'll do it. We should do a racism episode though.
Okay. Yeah,
we could do the history of all racist terms.
Yeah, I mean
That would be a landmine of an episode then.
Oh yeah, we just have to like preface it like, hey, this could be controversial, you know.
Yeah, Patreon episode.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, man.
First Patreon episode.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Yeah. So yeah, we covered a lot of the foolish things you do for love. I've done a bunch. You know. Yeah. Why do fools fall in love? Elvis Presley sang it best.
Yeah.
You know.
And Fools Rush In, that Matthew Perry movie.
Oh yeah. I think of that movie every time I go get Mexican food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, to fall in love with a Mexican woman. That would be nice.
Yeah. I fell in love
A Latina?
I fell in love with a couple Latinas.
Yeah?
They didn't fall in love back. It's called unrequited love.
Tableside guacamole every night.
Oh, yeah. Is that a euphemism?
If she gave you gonorrhea?
Yeah. Tableside guac. That's gross.
That's a euphemism for gonorrhea in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. All right.
Well, that's been our love foolish. Fools fall in love. It's cool to be foolish unless you're fucking racist.
Yeah.
Then go fuck yourself. But if you're in love, fall in love, dude.
Yeah.
It only hurts once.
Fall in love with a racist and change their views.
It's changing the world.
Yeah.